Am I pretty? Tell me I'm pretty. I need to renew my permit for the rail trail. Now normally I would just take the rail trail, but it's Sunday and this road is not going to have a lot of traffic on it. Do a bit of camping with the bike this year. Pretty soon, actually. I'm hoping to do it this month. I haven't quite decided on the location yet, but I'm thinking something along the rail trail. So much trash. These people are pigs. Somebody put a Pokeball on the side of that. And there's bullet holes in it, of course. 1978. There was a brand new park here. I always got asked in high school if I played basketball because I was tall, 6'4". And it was always the same answer. I couldn't jump or make a basket to save my life. Won't be swinging on these ones anytime soon. That is a creepy looking spider. All merry-go-round. This park has chain link fence, butts right up against a big section of woods. I'd love to explore in it. Maybe one of these days. Taking a look at the bike real quick, making sure we're not going to die. And it looks like that back tire is a little loose. Yeah. So I don't want to push that. We're about halfway to where we need to get. So I'm just going to go ahead and turn back, head home. We'll go ahead and get the trail permit tomorrow after I fix up the tire. But real quick, I'll just go over the bike and show you everything else, how she's doing. It wasn't clear in some of my previous videos how I made this support for the muffler. This is just the original supports that came on the fenders that this bike came with. The front and the back have the same one, same size, so that's what that is. But I also added a second one because I was still having problems with this moving side to side, up and down, and it would cause this to migrate back. So we snugged up this one and we added this one right here, and now we're good. We shouldn't have any more issues with the exhaust bouncing around, so I can take it on rough roads and light trails with confidence. The tire has not moved. Our chain tension is still really nice, so on both sides we're good. Don't have to get a chain tensioner out. But it also means that the wheel is holding in place. I was kind of worried. I added these washers here to help prevent the dropout from opening up as you torque the nut down. There was an issue on my older Cranbrook, so I added those washers, and I was worried that it might kind of slip, but it looks like it's holding good. Now that might not be the case if you have a bigger sprocket on there, more leverage and whatnot. I also noticed on the front tire right here, there's a bit of a bump on the rim. I can feel it every time I hit the brakes, and it's starting to rub the paint off. It's not a sharp bump, but it is something I'm going to want to take a mallet and kind of flatten that out with, so I don't wear down those pads excessively. We got the spare inner tube strapped into the frame with about a dozen Velcro straps. I use that many because Velcro straps are something that come in really handy in a pinch in certain situations. So, you know, like zip ties and duct tape. Speaking of zip ties, we actually have about 6 shoved down in the seat tube. The bottom's plugged with a rag. Zip ties and rags come in handy in certain situations, so I can just pull my seat tube out, and I got zip ties, I got rags. Don't really know what made me think of that. I was just trying to utilize as much space as I can on the bike. I did lift my handlebars up about 1 inch, so my stance isn't so aggressive. A little less stress off my neck. I don't care too much for the thumb throttle, guys. To be honest, unless you're wide open throttle all the time, it fatigues your thumb. When you want to just cruise for a while and you got to sit there and hold it, half throttle, 3/4 throttle, whatever. If you're holding it anything under full throttle, your thumb starts to get tired. I don't really like that because I'm not going wide open throttle all the time, you know, usually just when I'm making a video for you guys. Besides that, I want to cruise around. Cheap seat's pretty comfortable. So I updated the video description of all my last 3 videos on this bike. So now the full parts list, everything on this bike that I could think of is in the video description, including this video. So there you go, guys. If you're curious about anything on this bike, it should be in the description. I don't think I missed anything. So let's get back before our rear wheel falls off the bike. All right, guys, so we're not far from the actual trail itself. It goes back the way we came. So we're gonna go ahead and just push to the trail and take the trail back. Nice day today. This is called a Natchitoches meat pie. I don't know much about Louisiana's heritage, but apparently these are really popular out here. I know they taste good. It's a meat pie, you know, like us. Oh, well I'm gonna eat it before I think too much about the name. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. I'm kind of regretting cutting that silencer in half. It still works, and it's definitely quieter than the Bear pipe, but it's quite a bit louder than stock exhaust. I might just order another one and stick the full length back on there, especially now that I'm able to secure that exhaust a bit better. Got a real nice pop to it though. In Louisiana, we don't really get the nice leaf changing on the trees like you guys do in the northern and the eastern states. Most of our trees just go from green to dead. Just green and then straight to brown. Maybe a little yellow mixed in, but we don't really get the pretty neon yellow, orange, and red colors. Maybe it's mostly because we got a lot of pine. Maybe it has to do with the humidity, but I don't know. You don't really see them, you know? I kind of miss that. I lived in Missouri as a kid growing up. I wouldn't say we had a lot of it because I honestly can't remember, but I do remember seeing the really nice leaf changes. That's new. Yeah, that's definitely new. I would have seen that before. And there's a little one underneath it. Maybe the small ones have been here for a while and they put the big one up because nobody could see it. I don't know. Yeah, trying to hold my thumb at that low throttle position, that is not fun. Not fun at all. Especially in parts of the trail like this. Forget about it. I'm glad I reinforced that exhaust. Ooh, that's sketchy. Fun. We didn't accomplish what we set out to do, but yeah, there's always another day. There's always another bike.